Welcome to Exposition. We're back with another show and another guest. And Mike Thompson is not here today. He's off on his motorcycle, hopefully on a safe trip. And we have Kelsey here today, who's usually not in front of the camera, but she's usually behind the camera. And we have a guest, Maria Hampton, one of our dear artisan friends that we're going to introduce to you. But first we will find out what's going on with the artisan market coming up. We have on Friday, September 25th, we have our open house from 5 to 7 at the Artisan Shop at 300 2nd Avenue. And
we're hoping to have some of our instructors, we have classes going on in partnership, and we hope to have some of our instructors there that'll have information and you can ask them questions, and we will have food and drinks, and maybe some musicians will want to play live, and we'll have lots of amazing creations from the Artisan Shop, and hope you all can check it out.
It'll be fun. Yeah. We'll have some ongoing, hopefully quarterly, we'll be doing those open houses. And the Barbecue Fest is coming up on September 12th. From 12 to 3, and we will have an informational booth there for the artisan market as well. And let's see.
And we're starting to plan for our St. Patrick's Day Cultural Festival and Parade. So we're in the beginning stages, and we're still looking for people to join our planning committee. So if anybody's interested, please let us know. But let's get to Maria.
I should say,
she's super cool.
It's about time for Maria. So Maria, we got to know Maria actually the first time at the French Art Colony.
Yes.
Over last Christmas, they were having one of their Christmas events, the holiday tour, I think it was, and we were set up as artisans together at the French Art Colony.
We were.
And I was so mesmerized and amazed by the work you did, and it was, how would you describe it? It was at the time you were doing more primitive kind of craftsy painting as opposed to the more fine art kind of painting and multimedia. And but you had an amazing flair that I was so intrigued by, and I said, please be part of the artisan market and please be one of us, please. And you said, well, I'll think about it. So
but tell us about your style, like where you started with the primitive stuff, what inspired you to start with that?
Okay, well, when I was growing up, my mom and most of my family are pretty much into country and primitive stuff like that. So I always liked to draw, so I just started painting different things. We would go places, they would see something they liked, you know, oh, I love that. And I was like, well, I think I can do that. So I just started painting different things that my friends and family wanted for gifts and things like that. And it just went from there, and I did that for quite a few years. I did crafts and primitive painting, and then one day I met Valerie, and she asked me if I wanted to be part of the artisan group, and I was like, I think I want to do that. So I thought, well, maybe I'll branch out a little bit. You know, I'm going to have artwork in a store. Maybe I want to try my hand at something else. So I just started getting into and finding out about all different kinds of art, and I have an art problem.
Yeah.
Because I cannot stick to one thing. I can't just do.
It's amazing.
I have to. Every time I see something new, I'm like, I want to try that. So I'll just get into it and.
It's a wonderful problem to
It
have.
is and for you, because you're so great at everything you try.
Well, it's a lot of fun.
It's amazing.
And I
what
like
you
to
do.
incorporate every different type of art form that I get into one creation.
Mixed media.
And that's why mixed media is so much fun, because there's no
great.
rules to it. You can do absolutely anything you want to do in mixed media. There's no rules. The only limits are your imagination, what you can come up with. And so that's why I love it. It's
we
awesome.
love what
Yeah.
you do with mixed media.
It's
and
very
you have,
unique, and I can't think of another artist that's made anything, like this.
No.
You have your own Maria style.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, you do. It's you can see something and know that it's a Maria.
Right.
You know it because
I
it's
think
your
that's true.
style, and we're so excited about you.
I'm just having tons of fun, and art is definitely a healing medium. It makes you feel good, makes you happy. I have a little bit of a battle with depression. Sometimes it flares up. I get really down. I just decide to go in and get my art stuff, and you cannot be depressed when you are making art.
When you're
Yeah.
creating
It's so much
good
fun.
therapy, isn't
Yes.
it wonderful? I'm so glad you have that, and so do
Right.
the rest of us folks that are cohorts in this
Right.
artisan world.
And you're also a famous actress.
Yes, famous,
Of course.
award-winning.
So what sort of productions have you been in, and where, and maybe what's your favorite?
Well, I'm part of the Riverby Theatre Guild, and I never thought I would do anything like that because I've always been really scared to be in front of people and be in the public. And you would think if you're on stage that would be a very bad thing.
Oh my, yes.
But at first I was really scared, and after a while I just quit being scared. It's just too much fun to be scared because you're, and the crazier the character, the better. I was in a production nonstop for 2 solid years after I started, and then I finally took
So
a little
great.
bit of a break. I think my favorite one that I've been in so far was Daddy's Girl. It was amazing.
Oh, wow.
And then we just finished up one called How the Other Half Dies, and
Oh, and
I saw
missed
that
it in
one.
it was
Kelsey
pretty
saw
hilarious.
It was really
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
So, and I love doing comedy because if you're making people laugh, it makes you feel good. So
And you're
It's
a
fun.
goofball, if I might say.
I am a big
So
goofball.
myself.
I can't not be. That's the bad part. It's hard to be serious.
Awesome. We love that. And we have all kinds of Maria's samples of her work and pictures and
At the artisan shop and occasionally the artisan market.
yes, yes. At
I
the-
have been working at my job basically nonstop, so I haven't been able to do a lot of things with the artisan market. But I am back on my regular schedule now. Yay!
Yay.
So hopefully I can go to those events too and hang out with everybody because it's so much fun.
We can't wait.
Where else, other than the artisan shop, where else might people see your work in one way or another?
Pretty much on Facebook, and I am working on a Facebook page,
Good.
my own page, which I am not sure how to do that yet, but
Good.
I don't think it's too difficult. So I'll just get a Facebook page together for anybody who wants to go on there and look at it and see what I'm
Great.
doing next.
And that would be
Very
Maria
cool.
Hampton. Maria Hampton.
Right, Maria Hampton.
And you mentioned that you were going to be making some things for the French art colony, some decorations.
I'm not sure it's official and they've officially put it out, but they're having a Halloween fundraiser, and I am in charge of making all the props and the decorations for the Halloween party. It's going to be awesome because I love Halloween and I love making things, so it should be great.
Wonderful.
And hopefully everybody will come out to that because it's a fundraiser for the French Art Colony and the Riverby Theatre Guild. And
Absolutely.
so we can use all the money we can. We do a lot of productions with the kids, which is awesome because I love kids. because I still am a kid, and we get along really well. But the more money that, you know, we make at that, the more productions we can do, the more kids can get involved. It's a life changer because it makes the kids feel good about themselves. They get a lot of self-esteem.
Sure.
And we heap a lot of praise on them for what they do to make them feel, you know, better about themselves. Gets people that aren't athletes into something that's very active, so it's great. I love it.
Absolutely. Good for you. That's so much fun. I'm so proud of you.
And you brought some beautiful artwork in today.
I
Did you want to
did.
talk about that and maybe
Can I
how
hold
you
it?
made
You
them?
sure
Get it
can.
in. Oh, I love this one. It's called a sugar skull.
Yeah.
Yes.
And there's if it's with Maria, they get a close up.
Oh,
there it
Yeah.
is.
There it is.
In this particular piece, I used a lot of different medium. The actual girl is a cutout from a magazine. Of course, I completely painted over, so you can't see her anymore.
Yeah.
And the eyes are from different magazines, and the mouth is from a different magazine, and the flowers are from actually scrapbook paper.
That's amazing.
And I just put it all, I just see things when I look through magazines and I look at people's faces or the weird things that are in the magazine. To me, it pops out as, I'm going to cut out that eyeball and use it for something,
That's
you know,
incredible.
on a picture. But
I just love
saw this art form and I thought I just got to try it because it's awesome. Something
Well,
different.
You're
so-
one of
awesome
my
at it.
favorites.
Yes, it is one of our favorites.
And you brought some other pieces in?
Yep, I have this piece here. I did the face of this on mixed media paper and painted it. I use a lot of different things. I use, on the face, I generally use watercolor pencils. The hair is always usually acrylic paint. And I use a few other weird things that
It's so amazing, and just the
makes
3D
bright colors.
effect. It's,
Right, and I made the flowers out of paper and
You
cut them
made
out.
the flowers.
Very cool.
Oh my goodness.
I needed an embellishment.
There we go. How did you do these little textured effects, like over here?
Okay, the backgrounds I use all kinds of different things. This is actually this effect on here was done by a heat mat that you set stuff on that has that design, and I just put paint on it and smacked it on there, and that's what it looks like. I use all kinds of stuff from around the house.
Oh my gosh.
It's a lot of fun. Oh, you never know what I'm
Nothing
going to
is
use.
safe.
Nothing is safe. Everything's got paint
safe
on
for
it.
Maria.
That's right. Everything's got paint on it.
Let's see what.
And I have
Oh my gosh, this is so
This
great
is
for
a
the season.
finished product of, I think I have the step-by-step of how I created this on there, and this is the finished. This is what I do first. I'll get an idea, and I'll go ahead and sketch it out, and then I cut it out, and then I just do the flat painting, which always looks horrible.
No, it doesn't.
The first
It's
time
good
you look at
mapping
it,
it out.
it
It's-
just looks horrible, but you know what it's going to look like when you're done. The next
Right.
step, I just start putting in some highlights and putting in the patterns and everything on that. And then after that, I'll
Look
go
at
ahead
that
and put in the
cutie
face.
pie.
And then I'll pretty much get everything done exactly the way I want it, and then I start putting embellishments on it. And so that's what it ends up
That
as.
is
Very cool.
so cute.
Yep.
Oh my goodness. You just can do anything.
It's
We're
just a
so
lot of
proud.
fun.
Did you have a that was the
Step by
step by step.
Yep.
Did you have some other images
Right,
that
I
you,
have some pictures of some artwork that I've
that you want to
done in the past.
Oh, yes.
I like to do a lot of pop culture characters because I love them, and this is Wednesday Addams, or at least my version of Wednesday Addams.
Maria.
It's been Maria-fied.
Yes. That's so cool. That's been in the shop.
Yes.
Yes.
Right now it's hanging on my wall, and I love it.
I know. We'll miss it.
And this is my Edward that I did, the last one that I did, and I kind of steampunked him out because I love steampunk.
Oh gosh, he's the best.
And he was a lot of fun. There's a lot of 3D to that you can't see in the picture, but I used texture paste to make a raised image of all the gears. And so they all pop out from the page, and then there are some metal gears on there as well.
Yes,
And you have some future plans for
I
that
do.
one?
I have future plans for this because I'm going to put actual clockworks into it. So there'll be 3 clock faces that actually work.
It's like, how could you improve on that? And then you do. I don't know how that's possible. And that picture doesn't do it justice. It's just amazing.
And it's pretty big, too.
It is. It's huge. This is one of my little pouty girls. The background on that I did with bubble wrap. And I just put paint on bubble wrap and stamped it down. I think it looks kind of cool.
Wow.
And then she's done on mixed media paper, and then the butterflies are printouts, and I put those on there. I used to use anything.
Yes.
Anything I see or find I think it's going to look good on there, I just stick it on there.
They always look great. Oh, look. Oh,
And
my
this is my
gosh.
very first Edward I ever did. He's pretty cool.
That's
He's
amazing.
I love that.
somebody owns him now.
Oh,
I
I'm
feel
jealous.
sad that he's gone, but somebody owns him.
I'm jealous, definitely.
And there is Kelsey.
There's Kelsey! It turns out Kelsey may be your muse.
She is.
She may be your
Sometimes
like a
I don't
secret
even,
one.
I know, sometimes I don't even realize it, and then I'll paint something and I'll be like, oh my gosh, that looks just like Kelsey. In fact, I think you need that hairdo, girl.
I know.
That will look so
Thinking
good
about
on you.
I think the day that my mom bought this for me, actually, and the day that you gave it to us, I actually had my hair all wavy and I was wearing a red shirt.
Yes.
I looked exactly the same.
Yeah,
I love that.
I thought that was funny.
There's another Edward.
Yeah, this is another Edward. It's a cartoony version of him, and a good friend of mine has this and hanging in his studio.
Wonderful.
And this one right here, I used Sharpies. I had never done it before, but I saw it on YouTube, and I thought, well, I want to try it. But I just used Sharpies on the background.
Yes.
And then I dropped alcohol on the Sharpies, and that's what happens to it.
Wow.
It does like a tie-dye kind of
It does.
effect.
It's awesome, and I didn't want to cover it up, so I did kind of like see-through hair.
That is so amazing. Oh, how fun.
This is something new that I just started doing. It's spray paint art.
Yay!
And I saw it on YouTube and I fell in love with it. I love it. It's awesome.
I can't believe. Is that like one of your first ever
That
attempts?
is the second attempt.
And the
I
first
can't
one
believe
was
you.
amazing, too.
I love it. It looks like,
Look, is
and that was my very first attempt.
that's unbelievable, Maria.
It is not as good as the second attempt, but I was just learning.
Maria.
But they both almost look like photographs. Like, you know, it doesn't look like
Yes.
these rough paintings. They look
From
incredible.
satellites or something.
It's pretty amazing what you can do with spray paint. I couldn't figure out how they were doing it at first. So, of course, I had to go on YouTube and watch it.
That's
and then I
beautiful.
just decided I was going to try it. So, I'm probably going to cut elements out of some of my stuff to put in my other artwork because I do that kind of thing. I just cut part of it out and use it in one of my pictures.
Oh my god.
How did you do some of those effects, like the glowing effects and the stars and...
Okay, the planets, you do everything backwards. The planets you do first. The red planets, I used red and then a little white on top of that and shadowed it on one side with the black. And then I took a Walmart plastic bag and you put it down on top of it and pull it up. It leaves textures.
Wow.
And you just keep doing it
That
until you get
is
what you want.
Fascinating.
But it's really, it's so
I'm
much
so
fun.
proud of you. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
It
you're
is
like,
the most
oh,
fun.
I like this. I can do it.
Well, I mean, you don't know if you can do something until you try.
You can do everything.
And this one here, I used napkins, believe it or not. The background is napkins, like paper
Wow.
napkins that I put down and then did her on top of those.
Your style's so amazing. Oh, look.
And this is Jack Skellington, and it's really cool, and it's 3D. It pops out from it, but you can't tell from the picture, I don't think.
Can you? Sort of, kind of tell?
A little bit. Because he's like about a ½ an inch thick, so he sticks up from the background quite a bit.
Wow.
That's so great. Well, did you have some other things that you wanted to show us? Like,
Yeah, I've got a few things I can show you how I do, like concepts of what I do. If I decided I wanted to do my own spin on the Wizard of Oz. So I just make my own characters. I draw them out first, and then I paint them. So this would be my Scarecrow. And this is my Tin Man so far.
wow.
And the Cowardly Lion. And
Definitely
Dorothy.
Maria's. Yay!
Dorothy's not too thrilled about what's going on. But they all stick together one way or the other when they go onto the thing. So I will do a big background with, I will make Oz. There will be the Emerald City in the background and the yellow brick road, and the witch will be flying by.
Oh my gosh, it's
And I'm
gonna
pretty
be
sure
huge.
there'll be a banner on her broom that says something pretty crazy, but I don't know what yet. But that's my plans for those.
Oh, so
So-
great. I can't wait.
Yes. And I have a few tools of the trade that I can show you
Yes.
that I like to use. These Grande ash, they're hard to say, but these Neo Color water soluble crayons, they just look like crayons, but they're definitely not. They're super vibrant when you put them on there. I just put my brush on in some water and dab it on there and put it down on paper, and it's really bright. It's awesome.
Wow.
And these ink tints blocks are the same way. They look like chalk, but they're not. They're actually ink. So they're very bright, and when they go down on paper, it looks really weird.
Oh my goodness.
But
I can't wait
I love
to
them.
try
Everything does
those.
something different.
Yes.
And I had my Rembrandts. They are chalks that I actually painted with chalk because I decided why not. Right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Who says you can't
yes.
paint with chalk?
Well,
I mean, you can do anything if you want to.
yes.
There's really no rules.
Anything's possible
So
with
I
you,
painted,
Maria.
I painted all this one with chalk. So
That's just amazing.
it was fun.
You're unstoppable.
I mean, just try anything. Anything goes.
Yes, exactly. Especially art.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yeah. So after dabbling in so many mediums, what would you say, at least right now, is your favorite that you're having the most fun with?
Wow.
Loaded question.
I guess I still love painting with acrylic paints. I do. I love it. That's what I started out in, so I'm maybe a lot better at it than I am at other things. And I enjoy doing that a lot. But I sneak in my other things over top of my acrylics because you
yeah.
can. They'll try to tell you in art classes that you can't mix different things. That's not true.
Yeah.
You can mix anything you want to. It doesn't matter what it is.
Listen to Maria.
I might see a wrapper of something I think's really cool and stick it on a picture. You never know.
So awesome.
It's cool. It's a cool wrapper. I like it. They might have a Dr. Pepper t-shirt. You never know. Just peel the wrapper off the bottle, and if I want that on there, then I put it on there. It's cool.
It is cool.
So, try
All your
anything.
stuff
It's
is
fun.
Cool. So did we find out if there's other things coming up for Maria? Maria, is there anything coming up that people should be watching out for besides your
the Halloween thing.
the Halloween at the French Art Colony?
Right.
The also your new website will hopefully have it on the artisan shop and the artisan market web pages and Facebook pages.
Right now I'm going to be concentrating on doing a lot of some stuff for the fall, Halloween, fall, and Christmas. I will be putting a lot more 3D elements into my work because I just think it looks cool, and I'm into that right now, so that's probably what I'm going to be doing. And then I'll be spending a lot of time building props and decorations for the big Halloween party at the FAC.
Wonderful. Everybody needs to come to that.
Everybody
it's a fundraiser.
needs to come to that.
Yes.
And kids involved in everything.
And you're donating a piece
yes.
of artwork
Right.
to the Enough is Enough Fighting Against Drugs to Save the Youth event on September 19th in the city park. So what are you donating?
Well, I'm donating these two I brought with me today, and we'll see if there's anything else I've got to put into it. But this one will be in there, and this one right here will be part of that.
That's great.
And if I have, any Christmassy items that I could put in, I might do that too.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Yes, if anyone has any donations for this cause, it's Enough is Enough, and it's the fight against drugs for youth. And how do we know how to reach them? Probably, do they have a Facebook page?
They have a Facebook page.
Okay. Okay, so through a Facebook page, probably in the paper. I'm not sure how else we know about this, but anyone who's interested, that's a great cause as well. And we're looking forward to seeing what Maria has put together coming up soon for the holidays.
Can't wait.
And our next guest next month, I believe, is Jess Thompson,
Okay.
who's related to Mike Thompson, who's the co-host of this show as well.
Yeah.
So that'll be wonderful, and to have Mike back here safely from his trip. And we're so happy to have you co-hosting today. Thank you so much,
Yeah.
my daughter
in front
Kelsey,
of the camera today.
and my partner in crime, and Maria Hampton. Thank you so much. You're awesome and amazing.
Oh,
and
thanks for having me.
it's so great to have you on the show. Thank you so much, and please join us next time for Exposition, and we will keep that art going out there. Yay!